Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to find out what you can expect in this next chapter of your life. So, as you can see for this reading, we have three piles here to choose from. For pile number one, we have the clover with serendipity. For pile number two, we have the shell with transformation. And for pile number three, we have the door with new beginnings. So you can take some time to find the pile you're feeling most intuitively drawn towards. And once you've selected your pile, the timestamps for all the readings will be listed down below on the description box so that you can skip ahead to your personal reading. As always, know that this is a general reading. Everything that I say may or may not resonate with you. Please take only what resonates with you and what does speaks to you and leave the rest. And yeah, let's get into our reading. Hello, my dearest pal number one. Welcome to your reading. If you have selected the clover with serendipity, then this is your reading about what you can expect in this next chapter of your life. So, as always, we're going to start your reading by looking at the overall energy or the main theme of your next chapter. Let's see what is going to be the overall energy that you're experiencing in this next chapter of your life. We have the ship, okay. We have honey with sweetness and joy. Okay, we have sunset dinner. An invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you are ready to go. Wow, this is such a magical card. The phrase I'm hearing is that you have a date with the destiny. Yeah, something beautiful is is coming in alignment for you. You know, this ship is reminding me of the Three of Wands. So it's like you're waiting for something right now, for an opportunity, for a person, for things to move forward. And also there is some form of an anticipation on your part. And it's like you've done everything that you were required to do in this situation. And now you're just, yes, you are on the waiting end. And I feel like whatever this thing or this blessing is, it has it is coming towards you. This next chapter is where you are, not only you have received that thing or that opportunity you were waiting for, but it's like you've almost your entire reality is transformed because of this. Yes, you're not in the same place or in the same environment. For some of you, this can be, it can literally talk about relocation. Maybe you're waiting for your visa approval or you're going abroad for your higher studies. Maybe this is, for some of you, this can also talk about marriage and like how life is going to change for you after that. So there is a lot of it's not like one of those things where yes, you receive your reward and your opportunity and there is some form of a level up that happens, but like the other things are quite the same. No, this is one of those times where whatever this blessing is, it's going to change your entire life in the best way possible. That is what I see here. Yes. We have flow. Wow. Again, this It's saying like you're coming into alignment with the magic of this universe. And even though what is happening for you is really big, it's one of the bigger things that happen to us. For example, marriage, having a child, moving abroad, buying a new house. Yes, but at the same time, the way it's all unfolding for you is very effortless and smooth. You know, I don't know, maybe it's because you are already in that energy of alignment. You know what you want, you have a clear vision, you are doing your best. So it's like one by one, you're coming closer to that dream vision of yours. There is also a sense of divine timing that I see for you, meaning you are ready for this change, for this transformation. You're ready to level up in your life and you're ready to enter into one of the most important and adventurous chapters of your life. Yes. Number three could be very significant for you, even the number nine. And again, the number three is about expansion, it's about exploring the new horizons. So, this is completely different. This is something that you've never experienced in your life before. Yes, you had a vision and you knew what you want, but now when it is all happening for you in the reality, it's completely different than what you have imagined. But at the same time, it's exciting, it's new, and you're enjoying. This next chapter is filled with this sense of joy and bliss. Yes, and everything is happening for you exactly how it should. That is why I was saying, like, you have a date with the destiny. Okay, that is so beautiful. All right, now we're going to pull out some tarot cards and let's see what else we have. The Hermit, again, we have the number 9 here. Eight of Wands, yes, you're very close actually. Whatever these blessings are, or whatever this change that is unfolding for you, it's close. The waiting period is coming to an end. That is what I'm seeing. Page of Cups, okay, so there is a surprise as well. Five of Swords. And we have Justice. Wow. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Wands. All right. Queen of Wands can talk about, like, this next chapter is where you are taking full charge of your life and of your destiny. And again, there is a sense of clarity that you have regarding what you want in your life, what exactly you want to manifest. Yes, you have your answers, you have the resources, the knowledge, the skills to make it all happen. And you're also taking action, like on daily basis you're doing what needs to be done. So that is why one by one you're seeing things happen. You are receiving your opportunities, your rewards. And yes, I don't see any challenges for you. Now that you have your clarity and you know what your path is, you're going to realize this vision more easily. That is what I see here. Now, we have the Hermit as your first card. So it tells me that you were on this journey of self discovery, of finding who you are. Maybe like what caused you to go into this hermit mode was something related to your past, this bitter experience that you have had. It was a maybe it was a breakup or a rejection or something where things fell apart. So it kind of led you on this journey of you finding your true self, who you are, what you want. Like you had all of these bigger questions, and of course it has not come to you, like these answers have not come to you easily. It was a long journey, but I see that you have found your light. Okay. And now you're standing on this threshold where on the other side, I see these exciting things that are waiting for you, this whole new world that you are about to experience. Yes, it's filled with surprises. There are so many new things that you're going to experience, learn, explore, and it's going to be a beautiful journey. Okay, so it's also one of those times, like before you end this current chapter, which is, I feel like for you, this is your hermit phase. Before you end this and you move on to your next chapter, your next season, it's where there will come a point where it's all starting to make sense. Okay, it's all like all the pieces are coming together, and you have now you have more clarity, especially about how things have unfolded for you in the past. Now you somewhere you understand the divine will, the purpose, and it's just all making sense for you. So yes, you also with the justice, I see this energy of balance, of peace and harmony that is being restored in your life. Okay, so yes, it's like you're starting this next chapter with a clean slate, and you're releasing all of the burdens from your past, and you are excited about the future and about everything that awaits you on the other side. Yes, and I feel like when you let go of that inner hesitation, that is when everything else in your life, it starts to flow more effortlessly, more easily. Whatever you want, one by one, you will start attracting these things without exerting yourself too much, is what I see. So, this next chapter for you is all about positive changes. It's about experiencing new things. It's about, at the same time, with the honey and justice, this is about reaping your karmic rewards. The things that you deserve and that you have worked for, you're going to enjoy your sweet results. And this is your season of alignment. That is what I am seeing, okay? And also, it's where you're going to have the power in your hands. The way you live your life, the decisions that you're going to make, it's all you have the free will to weave your destiny. Yes. Wow. Okay, let's see what final messages we have for you. Things are going to become easier for you in this next chapter. Yes. We have, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it says, I am a being of light and love. Yes, this is where, and again, you see the lamp, and we have the lamp with the hermit as well. So it's finding your light, it's finding your answers. Yes, now you know yourself on a much deeper level. You know what you want and what you are truly capable of. There is a sense of illumination that you have reached. Yes, this is also a level up that is happening in your spiritual journey, and because of that is when is why you're going to see this level up in your physical reality as well. We have, with every breath, I climb higher to reach my goals. Wow. And just look at her dress. Look at all of the planets and stars. Yes. Wow. Again, it's like when you have a date with destiny, of course, you're going to dress up like this celestial being, like this goddess. Wow. This is somewhere I also see this beautiful glow up. You're becoming so much more confident in yourself. You're shining your light. And the more faith you're going to have in yourself, the more miracles you are going to attract. It's about stepping into your divine feminine energy. you know, recognizing your worth and just opening your heart towards receiving all of these beautiful things. Yes. Wow. Yes, I feel like there is, with all of the wisdom that you have acquired, now one of the biggest change that is happening within you is that you're no longer trying to limit your dreams or your vision. One thing you know is that you're worthy of all the wonderful things in life. And yes, you're going to work for them, but you won't allow your fears, your doubts, others' opinions to stop you from dreaming big things. Yes, it's like you're removing this wall between what you think is possible and what you can truly make happen for yourself. Yes, you're starting to recognize your own power and your own magic, and that is when you shift your destiny. Wow. So, this is what I have for you, my dear pal number one. I hope this reading resonated with you and provided you with some guidance or any answers that you were looking for. If it did, please do like this video and subscribe my channel. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a magical rest of your day, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, my dearest pal number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have selected the shell with transformation, then this is your reading about what you can expect in this next chapter of your life. So, as always, we're going to start your reading by looking at the overall energy. What is the main theme of your next chapter? What is going to be the overall energy? You have the child. Okay, and look at all of these gift boxes. We have a Christmas tree, so there is this theme of celebration. Yes. We have winter solstice, retreat, darkness. Okay. Winter time could be significant for you because we have the Christmas here, so especially the month of December, November. Yes. And we have retreat and darkness. So and we also have the number 13, which is related to the death card. So there is a theme of ending and rebirth as well. Yes. We have butterflies. Here in the unknown, you will find the essence of who you really are and what magic awaits. Okay, again with the butterflies, it's that transformation that we see from being a cocoon to finally being a butterfly. Community. Okay, again, see the butterflies. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of things happening for you. And I'm gonna start with the celebration thing that I was seeing here. Okay, so one of the highlights of this next season of yours is that you're going to reach a milestone, okay? In this next chapter is where I see you're going to accomplish something big that, like, right now you are working towards that goal, okay? And this is not an easy one. Yes, right now maybe you're going through this period where there are back-to-back challenges and you feel like almost like giving up. You Yes, it's very difficult for you to persevere, you know, but I see you making it to the other side. I see you standing in your victory and your glory. And there are people all around you, like your true friends and your family, people who are so happy to see you succeed. So these relationships, these beautiful relationships you have in your life, it's just making your victory so much more special. Yes, it's like not only you've accomplished your goal, but at the same time you've found your true people, your true friends. Yes. And maybe right now when you are in that challenging phase, there are some people who have ghosted you, or suddenly they have disappeared. They're gossiping behind your back, and it hurts. Like, all of this is taking place, and it's not easy for you to watch this. But at the same time, there are also people in your life who want to see you succeed. They're acting like this the silent support that you have. And yes, once you've made it to the other side, you're going to recognize them. You're going to recognize the true ones, and it's a sense of completion that you're going to experience. It's like the overall energy here is that of the world card, of success, joy, and celebration. Yes, that's the kind of energy that I see for you. And at the same time, there's this beautiful transformation that is happening within you. You know, I read it somewhere that keep going, because you deserve to see what happens when you do not give up. And that's the kind of energy that I see for you as well. Right now, perhaps you feel being in the dark and things are very difficult, and every day it's just too much of an effort for you to just keep going after your goals and dreams. So, yeah, somewhere you're exhausted, you're tired, and the future seems very obscure. There is a sense of anxiety that I see in you. Like, you have started to doubt your efforts. You've started to feel like, what if you're just wasting your time and your energy, you know? But no, you're not. Your efforts won't be in vain. That is one thing you need to know. And I feel like this next chapter is an evidence for that. It's going to be a proof that your hard work has not been wasted. Yes. This is that last phase, before a cocoon emerges into a butterfly, everything is just dark and it kind of starts to feel suffocating. But that is exactly when you're going to start unfurling your wings. So wait for it. It's going to be worth it. That is one strong guidance you have from your guides. Yes. Oh my goodness, you have the death card. Yes. This next chapter is your rebirth. This is where you're stepping into a new dawn. And it's going to be the end of all the darkness and all the difficulties that you have experienced in your life. Yes. We have Four of Pentacles. The Sun. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Death and the Sun. Yes. Yes. Um, wow. Literally, this is right now you are in that in between stage. Yes. And everything is so dark. Everything is kind of hopeless, and you don't, you're not being able to understand whether you should go on or whether you should quit. But don't give up now. As I said, you deserve to see what happens when you do not give up. You've no idea what beautiful things are waiting for you. The Sun is the happiest card in tarot. It's about success, recognition, victory, happiness, bliss, joy, celebration, all the beautiful things that you can think of. And the Four of Pentacles here is talking about, like, this energy is stable. It's not fleeting. It's not going to come and just go. No, this is here to stay. Wow. Yes, there is a sense of security and certainty that I see for you in this next chapter of your life. Yes. The winter solstice is also about surrendering and taking a step back. It's like you have done everything right, You have done your best. And now this is a time where things are happening for you behind the scenes. And you have to wait for the right timing for everything to come to fruition. And just because things are taking longer, that doesn't mean it's never going to happen. Yes, this waiting period is so that you can reflect on how far you have come, and it's where you're being asked to prepare yourself for the next phase of your life, for like let go what is no longer serving you. All of these things and thoughts that are so burdensome, now is the time for you to simply release them. Yes. So that when the time comes for you to fly, you can soar into the new heights freely without carrying any burden from your past. Yes. We have Page of Pentacles. Again, this next chapter is where you're going to see the tangible results. These things that are happening for you behind the scenes are taking shape in the reality. Yes, it's basically the way how I can describe this is where you're receiving the rewards of all the work that you have done. This can be in any area of your life or just overall, overall everything good and right that you have done. This next chapter is where you're reaping your rewards. And we have Queen of Wands. Wow. Yes, it's your season of victory and recognition. Not only you're accomplishing your goals, but also you are in the spotlight. People are starting to recognize you, and yes, somewhere you're creating a positive influence around you. You're inspiring others with your story, and it's where you're becoming this beacon of light for those who are still in that darkness, those who are struggling with things that you yourself at one point have experienced. Yes, you're going to help them to see their own light, to see their own purpose. I feel like you're stepping into your bigger purpose. In this next chapter of your life, you are fulfilling your mission. Yes. Let's see what else we have, what final messages we have for you. We have Skadi, the goddess Skadi. I hope that's how you say it. I rise up with courage to face any challenge. Yes, you're rising from the ashes. There's also a phoenix like energy that I see here. This is your story of moving from darkness to the light. Yes, and you are a warrior, you are a fighter. So it's your destiny to win and to lead others. Yes, and I feel like in this next chapter, you are stepping into that role of a leader, of a mentor. That is also something I see here. And we have the goddess Math. Wow, I treat others and myself with respect and harmony. And we see the scales. So it's also a time of a karmic balance. Yes, this next chapter is all about recognizing your inner strength and your inner magic. It's literally 444 as I'm saying this. Wow, there is so much of divine support that I see for you. One thing you need to remember is that you're not alone in this journey. You have the universe by your side. Okay? So, yes, keep rising up. Keep fighting for your dreams. Okay? Now is not the time for you to give up. And as I said, you have a bigger purpose to fulfill. And your victory is the very beginning of you stepping into that divine purpose. With your wisdom and with everything you have learned in your journey, you're going to help many others to ascend towards this sense of illumination. That is what I'm seeing. So this is what I have for you, my dear pal number one. I hope this reading resonated with you and provided you with some guidance. or any answers that you were looking for. If it did, please do like this video and subscribe my channel. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a magical rest of your day, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, my dearest pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have selected the door with new beginnings, then this is your reading about what you can expect in this next chapter of your life. So let's start your reading by looking at the overall energy or the main theme of your next chapter. Let's see what is the overall energy that you're experiencing in this next chapter of your life. We have the skull. All right. Okay. Lavender with sleep and dream. Summer berries. Be wary of picking your harvest too early and risking losing the sweetness of it all. Okay. Make sure that you don't disturb something until it's the right time. That is a message we're receiving here. Yes. Otherwise, perhaps you might spoil its sweetness. And we have protection. Okay. A very strong message that I'm receiving here is that firstly, if you're going through any health issues in your life, physically, mentally, you feel tired, you feel depressed, or physically you're held back or something, I see that in this next chapter, things are improving for you significantly. Yes, with the skull here, I feel like there is a lot of anxiety, stress that you're experiencing right now. And this lavender is this energy of calm, peace. So, definitely in this next chapter, you're being able to manage your anxiety, your nervous system. Okay? And somewhere you're worried about something, about an outcome, about the future, about how something is going to turn out. So this anxiety or this fear could be because of that. Now we have the protection card. Yes, you need to understand that everything in your life is working according to the divine will and the divine timing. So, when the right time is going to come, you're going to find your answers. You're going to reap your rewards. But if you, yes, sometimes we get very impatient and desperate to just know everything at once. Um, but even that delay is somewhere it is the universe protecting us and preparing us for a bright future. So it's one of those times where things have a purpose, okay? Whatever you're experiencing, it's where the universe is preparing you for something big. So the main theme that I see for your next chapter is that this is going to be a time where there is less stress, there is less worry, and physically you're feeling very active, very energized, and also very protected. If again, if there is a subconscious fear that is troubling you, then you're going to experience a strong divine presence in this next phase of your life, which is going to make you realize that you're safe. Okay, you are in the hands of God, and everything you want, all your dreams, your manifestations, your loved ones, yourself, everything is protected. Yes, you're going to see the evidence of it in your day-to-day life. So yes, it's where your faith in the divine is increasing, and you're going to you're learning to trust the process, to trust the delay, the detours. Yes, because it's all going to make sense in this next chapter. And even if you cannot see things immediately, but you have this sense of inner peace and trust in the greater plan. And this inner confidence is really going to help you to manage your nervous system, to manage your anxieties, your stress, your fears. And also, if like you're having troubles with sleep, you're not being able to sleep at night, you're having these nightmares, you're always living in the state of fear, then I see you overcoming this energy. Yes. And again, with the summer berries, it's where you know that when things are going to be ready, you will have them. Yes. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so yes, the overall energy is that health wise, things are improving, and also you're entering into a chapter of your life where your inner peace is your priority. And you're making these conscious efforts to restore balance and harmony in your life. Okay, whatever that right now feels out of balance, it's like you're bringing things in order. And more than focusing on the bigger stuff, especially the things that are out of your control, you're going to take charge of the day to day things that you can do something about. Yes, it's also where you're learning to recognize the magic of ordinary life. You're learning to be grateful for the small things, and you're finding a sense of peace and calm in those things. We have the King of Swords. Okay, so this is talking about having clarity. And also, I see you making some important decisions that are overall improving the quality of your life. Yes, and with the sword, it's like cutting through those clouds of confusion. Whatever it is, whatever this thing is where you feel very stuck, you're overcoming those challenges. Okay, Queen of Swords. This is so interesting. Yes, it's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So this energy of balance. It's not like you're being able to get rid of all your problems or all the challenges, but you're starting to focus on the positive side of your life. You're taking care of things that are in your control. Yes, and this will help you to, as I said, this will help you to restore that balance, that sense of harmony which is lacking right now. Two of Swords. See, right now there is this blindfold, this confusion, uncertainty that you are experiencing. And the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is literally like you're lifting this blindfold and you're seeing beyond the illusions. Yes. We have Seven of Pentacles. The Hangman, yes. Something about your perspective is also shifting in this next chapter. Yes, right now things are feeling very murky. And I feel like this next chapter is where you're trying to find the root cause of your problem. And you're eliminating the problem from its root. That is the main reason why we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It's like this higher level of clarity and wisdom that you are acquiring. And also you're going to find your answers to these bigger questions that are troubling you right now. That is also something I see here. Okay, but it's going to start with the little things. It's going to start by you resolving the small things, by you incorporating these small changes in your life. One step at a time is your key towards this freedom. Yes, we cannot change our life overnight, but it starts with the first step. So that is what I see. You're taking that first step towards improving your life and towards freeing yourself from these things that you're stuck in. One by one, you're untangling these knots. Yes, and you're going to see like you know, how things are becoming more peaceful in your life. How you, despite like everything is not perfect, but you have that sense of contentment. You're happy where you are, and you are hoping for a bright future. Yes. So with the hangman, I also see, like, as I said, something about your perspective is shifting here. How you see your life, yourself, and how you see these problems, it's all changing now. Okay? And by changing one thing at a time, you are rising up. You are you're evolving, and overall, you're creating a better life for yourself. That is what I see here. Okay, now let's see what final messages we have for you. We have Gaia. Wow, every day is an opportunity to create my world. Yes, as I said, each day, you're becoming more mindful of your time, of your energy, of how you see yourself in all this. And no matter how small or insignificant these actions appear to be in the beginning, but it's building that momentum in your life. It's like you're planting those seeds of abundance and new possibilities. Yes. Let's see what is the final message we have. We have, oh, you have the goddess Hecate. At life's crossroads, I wield my power with courage. Yes, and you see the key here. You It's like, rather than simply focusing on the problems and rather than feeling helpless in this situation, you're learning how to reclaim your power and how to transform your pain into your courage. So, yes, this next chapter for you is all about this inner alchemy and this beautiful transformation that you are going through. Okay, and it's going to happen gradually, but now you are embracing the process, you're embracing the in between. Yes, this is the journey of your becoming. That is what I see. So, this was your reading, my dear pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated with you and provided you with some guidance or any answers that you were looking for. If it did, please do like this video and subscribe my channel once again. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a magical rest of your day, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye.